Buenos dias, everyone. This is Tyson Gargas with Ricardo Amigo Real Estate. We're coming to you from the Los Tunas neighborhood of Todos Santos today. We're here at Rincon de Luna, beautiful home listing that we have in this neighborhood. As you can see, sitting out by the pool, another day in paradise. So today we're going to be speaking about our year-to-date real estate numbers for this region. And when I say this region, we're talking about the area from Las Playitas in the north down to Elias Calles in the south. So that encompasses Todos Santos, Pescadero, and Cerritos. So let's dive into those numbers. So these numbers are pulled from our MLS BCS. So here in the state of Baja California Sur, we use the MLS just like you do in the States and Canada. And that's where all these statistics are pulled from today. So we're going to be comparing numbers from the first to the third quarter of 2023 versus the first to the third quarter of 2024. So let's get into these numbers and see what they say. So first, we'll start with land. Some very interesting statistics that were a surprise to me once I started going through them. Our overall listings this year are up 10%. So the total number of listings in our region is up 10%. The amount of pending listings, so the amount of land that's actually under contract at the moment, is increased 90% this year to last year at the same time. So that was an interesting number. The amount that's closed is up 14%, and the average days on market is actually down 14%. So when we talk days on market, what we're talking about is the time from a listing actually goes on the market till it closes and the transaction is completed. So that time on market is actually down 14% this year. And the average sold price has actually gone up. So we're up 5% when we compare our numbers from 2024 to the numbers of 2023. Our sold to list price has actually increased 3%. So what that means, the sold to list price is the amount that the property was listed for and the amount that it actually sold for. If we look at those numbers and compare them, we're actually up 3% this year. And the total sales volume has gone up quite dramatically. We're up 18% from 2023. So that was land, and now we'll talk about homes and condos. The total number of listings, like land, has actually increased 10%. So we've got more inventory this year than we had at this time last year. The amount of pending listings, so the listings that currently have an accepted offer and are under contract, has increased 5%. The amount that have actually closed this year compared to the same time last year is up 3%. And the average days on market for homes and condos has actually increased a little bit this year. We're up 7% over the same time last year. The average sold price has increased 5%. So that goes kind of hand in hand with land. We're seeing both land prices and home prices increase 5% this year. And the sold to list price was the same. So we're actually seeing prices kind of get more in line with the listing prices. That's changed 3% this year. Total sales volume is one of the numbers that really stood out to me. We're actually up 25% this year in total sales volume. And when we talk total sales volume, what we mean is the total amount of all the homes and condos that have sold so far this year, their actual sold price. That number as a total has increased 25% from last year at this time. So pretty interesting numbers. So if we want to summarize all those numbers and put that all together, inventory has gone up 10%, prices have increased 5%, and volume has increased. Total sales volume for sold properties actually increased anywhere from 18 to 25%. So what do we see? We're actually seeing this year is busier than last year. We're seeing more homes on the market, more inventory that's finally kind of caught up with the demand. And we're actually seeing those home prices continue to increase, although slightly. When we looked at years past and we looked at the COVID years, we saw some pretty dramatic year-over-year price increases. I think what we're getting is more of a return to normal in our market, where we're getting steady increases anywhere from 3 to 5%. And that's kind of what we're projecting in the year to come. So if you're interested in learning more about these numbers, or you'd actually like to take a look at this data for yourself, just give me a call or send me a message in the comments down below, and I'd be more than happy to share all these numbers with you.